And I think that's so important as summer starts.
Oh yeah, it's circus is also one of the only is possible. The impossible becomes possible. It's one of those places that's so magical that you forget about, the problems that are happening in the real world. No matter race, color, size, or where you're from, everyone has a good time at the circus, and everyone is one, and it's just incredible because when I'm performing on stage and I look in the audience, I get to see their reactions, and I get to see a whole family just laughing or creating this memory that they'll never forget. And that's the beauty of the circus.
Well, and if it's okay, take me through your time with Carden Circus and just some of the journey that you've been on with the group.
Yeah, my first time performing for the Carden Circus. I am fifth generation, so that means my dad was a clown, my great grandfather was a clown, and so on.
Oh, wow.
Five generations in, and I am very happy. I am very happy to be part of the Carden Circus. It is one of the only and the biggest real circuses left in the United States of America. Now, they are the real entertainment giants, and it's just a beautiful show because I'm from Argentina, and then there's people from the United States, there's people from Brazil, there's people from Mexico, there's people from Colombia. We even have a gentleman from Saudi Arabia. The circus is just an incredible showcase of all kinds of people and animals. We have two beautiful elephants on the show. We have performing camels, zebras, and only at the Carden Circus, the only performing buffalo act in the United States of America.
Oh, wow. That's really
And
cool.
it's just a great time. Yeah, yeah, it's such a great time because the show is 2 hours long. Sometimes we fit up to three shows a day per day. But in the off time when we are not performing, we're traveling. We're either doing rehearsals or preparing, or for the what's next for the next year. And also on our time off, we all the performers, we live in personal RVs or campers, motor homes, and then there's the show equipment and the show semi trucks where all the equipment gets carried. And when there's no more show times and all the duties are off, us performers will get together, we'll have a barbecue, or we'll go explore the city that we're in, and we get some time to enjoy also what's beautiful every city or every town we go to.
Well, and it's just really cool to hear about, some of the different, backgrounds of the performers, and really just hearing, the dynamic of it. And, as you're preparing for this season and really just this new addition to Carden Circus with the Glow edition, what does the preparation look like as you're preparing? Because you're on the road still, and I'm sure trying to refine and enhance everything that you all are doing.
Well, we always try to go big or go home, and we always try to go bigger or better for next year, or, for the future productions. So we always have something new to show for the audience of every city we go to. Sometimes we go to the same cities every year, and we always want to give them that surprise. So there's a team in the show that they take care of what's going to be the theme, and then it's a whole process. It starts sometimes a year before the actual airs, and what's the idea, then listing the crew, and building and designing the once all the performance together, the rehearsal start. It's a long process, but at the end of the day, it really what's that word I'm looking for? It's really worth it. At the end, when you see everything come together, once was, and then it's on paper, and then the choreography, the music, it's a lot of hard work. It's not a one, everyone in the circus is important no matter what they do. It could be the smallest task or the biggest task, including the elephant trainer. Everything is like a big puzzle that has to come together to create a show, and a big show. And we have over, if we counted, we have over 80 performers. Then that's not counting just the staff. You have concessionaire staff, then you have the stagehands, the riggers, then you have the people that you don't even see on the road that work in offices. It's such a big company and a big responsibility. And like again, it's its own community because when we get to town, we go to the arenas, and behind the arenas, we set up the campers and they park in line, and however it fits, because sometimes we have so much room, sometimes we don't, and it's our own little traveling neighborhood.
Well, and I honestly, I think just the atmosphere of that alone is what I think is so intriguing about this too, and what I think is so special about what you guys do, and really just like you said, that traveling neighborhood, and coming down the pipeline on Tuesday, May the 27th, you guys are going to be in Jerseyville at 7 p.m. And now, if I'm correct, there's a free ticket with every adult ticket that's purchased, correct?
That is correct. You can also find your local stores. They're already BOGO tickets, maybe in gas stations. Just look around. They say the Carden Circus. You get a free child ticket to come and see the circus.
That's really cool. And take me through your performance a little bit too, just to get our audience a little bit more excited. What are we going to be experiencing from your act and contribution to the show?
So my part, I'm the clown. But I don't look like your typical clown with the big afro colorful hair, the big red nose, or the big shoes. I'm more of a modern style comedian, more of a suit. I do wear makeup, but not your traditional clown makeup look. We have to be more modernized also today and days to bring in the new generation also in the show, because it's hard. It's hard to bring the new generation to bring something so traditional. So my job is to do the comedy. Every year we sit down, we kind of figure out what's popping, what's new, what's working. We write the sketches. And this year I have two bits in the show. The one is an audience participation act. We play some rock and roll music, and the audience members, they get to pretend to play instruments, and we actually create like a concert in the middle of the show. And not even the audience members that are in the ring, everyone, the whole arena gets to participate in the acts
Oh, wow.
of the show. Singing at some point, it's just about having fun. It's not, for me, this is not a job, man. For me, this is what I love to do. Like again, when I was little, I used to train I ride unicycles, I walk on the high wire. I did a little bit of everything. My dad used to train me, and like all kids, but we do get the option to choose what we want to do as we grow up. Some of us actually has chosen not to be in the circus, and they have become lawyers, but I wanted to be a clown. I wanted to continue the family tradition. My dad and my grandfather, they're my idols. I've learned everything that I know from them. And I just wanted to continue that tradition, because you can't have a circus without clowns. It's like having spaghetti and meatballs without the meatballs.
That's very true. Well, and have you had a chance to perform in front of your family?
Of course, yeah, of course. Actually, about a month ago, my dad, he's also touring, and he's in Canada. He's with another circus
Cool.
touring in Canada. And he actually had a week off, and he came to surprise me, and he came to see me perform, and he hasn't seen me perform since I performed with him since I was little. He
Wow.
was very proud. It was a proud father son moment. Could you imagine? Oh, your dad do? Oh, he's a clown too.
Well, and I got to ask you, do you guys trade like tips and stuff? Like, like if we were getting done from a soccer game or a baseball game and going, hey, maybe you could have, dropped your elbow a little bit on that, or maybe you could have, choked up on the bat. Is there ever any tips and any more advice that you keep getting from them?
My dad, he is that old school Argentinian Latino person that he's never proud, but I've made him smile a couple times. But the secret always in comedy, oh, like the movies, he'll never say he's proud of me, but I know when he is. um, one of the secrets in the top for comedy, and kind of any form of comedy, if it's either stand up, physical, slapstick, is timing. And when you work with audience participation, yes, I could have the sketch written, and we have a beginning, middle, end to a sketch, but it's always a lot of improv because we work with audience members, and you never know what that audience member is going to give you or the reaction. So a lot of improv comes in there, and a lot of timing. You have to learn how to feel the room, control your audience members. It's just anybody can put on a red nose and be a clown, but there's being a clown and then being a clown. It's actually a very professional and deep job that not a lot of people. There's a stereotype type that the movies or TV shows make a clown to seem. Some kids now like going back to me not being looking like a traditional clown. Movies or stereotypes has ruined that image or make us look creepy, or kids are scared of us, and that's why we want to change. Nothing bad of being traditional. I know a lot of very good traditional and good looking clowns, and it's just there's a lot to it. It's not just easy one day put on makeup and you go in. The first time I actually put on makeup, I was little. My dad sent me in cold to the wolves. That's go in, do what I do. And I remember I thought I did good, but I bombed. It's not as easy. It's not as easy, but for comedy, like anything, any kind of job you do, it's difficult in its own way.
Well, 100%. And it's just really fascinating to hear a little bit of your, story with it. And you're 100% right. I mean, it is an art form, and it's one of those that with a captive audience and a live audience, you never know how those are going to go, and you have to be experienced in it. And, going back into the shows coming into Jerseyville and Highland, May 27th and 29th, Jerseyville the 27th, Highland on the 29th. How long do your guys' shows run?
Yes. One show daily on those 2 days that will be there. It's a 2-hour show. Kids and families to come an hour before, because we have so many other rides and activities before the show begins. You can get up close to meet the animals. You get to meet some of our performers. You get face painting. We're face painting studios for the kids and the adults. We have pony rides, elephant rides, camel rides, moon bounces, a circus train ride. We have a little bit for everybody to join. So there's an hour doors for all the rides and attractions that are open at the arena. And also we do have a halftime, because the show is so big. We have so many high props and performers and acrobats and equipment that we do take a 20-minute break through the show as a halftime intermission while the second half. But all those rides and attractions do get to come back out. So if you don't get a chance to ride the elephant before the show or get your face painting, you do get a chance to have use of those activities. So it's not just the show. There's a lot of fun before the show, during the show.
Think we're having a little bit of an internet connection issue there, but it, like you said, just to have all of the
Yes.
just to have all those different components of it, and really those attractions beforehand, that's really great for parents to know too, that hey, it's not just showing up right at start time. Get here early and really make it a family day.
Yeah. You'll have lots of fun. You'll create lots of memories that you won't. But just being there, attractions open an hour before showtime, so just enjoy the area, enjoy the rides. Like I said, meet the elephants up close. It's only an experience. You only this.
Right.
I promise you one thing, that when you go, not just the 5-year-old will have fun, everyone will have fun.
100%. And with that being said, I also
I will say that.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, please don't let me cut you off here. Keep on, guys. So my apologies there.
No, like being said, that also the circus is the only family oriented or family friendly entertainment left out there. One of the only, I will say, and there's not a lot of circuses left, and all the circus is trying to do is come educate, entertain. So if you see a circus nearby in your city, go support it. Have fun. You won't regret it. This is the only kind of real American entertainment left, and all we're trying to do out here is just keep the magic going. That's the mission. That mission was the second you step into the circus and till you leave, it's just have fun. Forget about the real world. Forget about your age. It's just a traveling magic environment. That's only created here.
Right. Well, 100%. And before I let you go too, I think it's also a great point to, on your website, and folks can take a look and really just see the great life that, the elephants and the animals of your guys' circus really have. And that's what I think is really cool too.
Yes. The animals here as taken care of as the performers or even better. Each animals, they have their own tents. They have medics on site. They get bath fed every day. And I'm a little jealous. I wish they'd come up and, scrub me down before the show.
That's really cool, man.
I wish they do my hair. I have to do my own hair,
Oh.
No, they have a hairstylist for the elephant.
Well, and I think it's just really
not fair, man.
No, it's not. But I think it's so cool though that from top to bottom, all aspects of Carden Circus, that it really is for the family, and you guys really are a family, and I can tell that just by talking with you. The 15 minutes we've been talking,
It's exactly what it is. Everyone here, no matter, there's people from everywhere in the show, even performers. There's people that are stagehands from other countries as well. We always try to bring the best of the best to give the best to the audience. And we're on the road, 8 months out of the year. And some of us have 2-year contracts with the same show, or some of them have been for each other every day, and we truly become and up for one another. Sometimes when we're traveling from a city to go see a fellow performer broken down on the side of the road, we'll help out, whatever's needed, because we're all here. We all look for each other's back, all family. We if one succeeds, everyone succeeds. If I look good, and it's not just lights on, lights off. People see the showtime, but the magic is also behind the circus, behind the curtains. All the muddy rains, the muddy lots, the semis getting stuck. That's all part of the magic, And there's always a saying, only at the circus. Only at the circus.
Well, and honestly, only at the Carden Circus and the Glow Circus coming up on May 27th and 29th is the place that you got to be. So before I let you go, we need some neon before we come in here, don't we?
Yes. So this is the Glow Circus. Even my hair glows. I glow. Everyone glows. The ringmasters glow. And if you want to be part of the show, I recommend you bring that neon green, purple, pink shirt you have put away that you never want to use. Well, this is the time to use it.
There you go. Hey, we'll link everything to an article on RiverBender.com and link where you guys can get more tickets. I'm telling you, though, it's been incredible. Everyone that stopped by the show says, man, I got to go to that, or I'm thinking about getting tickets to it. So you're definitely making an impression.
Yeah, hey. And tickets sell fast. Again, we're only there for one show, so you better hurry or you're going to miss out, because the circus only comes once a year, and the circus changes every year. We bring in a new show. Even though I could be back next year, but I will change my whole material and bring something fresh and new, so you don't want to miss it, because this one is a good one.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you so much for joining us this Thursday morning, and we'll talk again soon. Best of luck next week, and we hope you have a good turnout.
Oh, thank you so much. This was so much fun, and we'll see you guys soon.
Not a problem. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back and wrap up this Thursday morning right after this on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.